Good evening, everybody. I hope you guys are all enjoying your wonderful Sunday evening or afternoon. This will be yet another update on the potential for the major Christmas snowstorm that's going to bring in a white Christmas for millions of people all the way up from the northeast of portions of the southern United States here. So we have a lot of updates compared to my last video, of course, including mainly the southeast. Some big updates on areas getting more snow or less snow here. So we have a lot of updates as well on the timing, accumulation, and regions that can get snowfall. So if you want to know if you have any updates, be sure to watch the video here. I'll be talking through all of that, exactly how much snow you can get, when and if you can get snow as well, and how much will stick if you get any, or if you're just going to get rain. All that will be coming up throughout this video here. And if you have any questions, even though you still watch the video, you still got some questions that didn't clear up, you can go ahead and ask them in the comments below, and I'll do my best to actually respond to them my best way. And obviously, sometimes I get 200 plus comments in the video, so if I don't get to you, I apologize. I can get to you in the next video. But without further ado, let's get in the video. So here's like now at the new 18Z GFS. As you can see, it's just new, came in, it fully reloaded, and now all the way up to 384 hours. So this is the newest data so far, and this is what they have in the next 78 hours. They have there that one low pressure up there into southern Canada that's going to help bring in some good amount of snow for portions of the northern Great Lakes. And then we have another low pressure right here just off the Gulf Coast. So it's going to help bring in a lot of that precipitation there across portions of the south central. And then of course we have a high pressure coming right here into southern Canada and northern United States that's going to help bring in that very dry and cold air here that's going to help allow for some snow to develop here across portions of the Great Lakes here. So we will be seeing some slightly below freezing temperatures. We have all that humidity. We have all of that actual moisture coming down from the south here. And then with that cold, dry air and that cold front right on the back of that system, we are going to be seeing some snow developing. Some frozen precipitation will kind of come down, or precipitation will come down there. Of course, it's going to kind of start popping up some snow showers, some rain showers across portions near Indianapolis, Chicago, as well. You can see some flurries and snow showers, as well as much of Michigan. But as we now get throughout now late into Christmas Eve in the next 84 hours, a lot of that rain will convert into snow as a lot of these areas start to get now right on the edge of that cold front here. So that cold front's going to be really right on the tail of that snowstorm, which is why now we have a big update for areas like Georgia and Alabama. You guys are looking at a lot less snow. Atlanta, you guys are looking at really no snow at all. Maybe a few snow showers, but really little to no accumulation. So you're not looking at 1 to 3 inches anymore. Same thing for areas like northern Alabama, central Alabama as well. We have a lot of updates, a lot less snow in the forecast for Nashville. So that's exactly why there's such a big update, because that cold is going to be just too far behind. It won't catch up in time to bring in snow for these areas here. There will be some snow in these areas, just it really won't accumulate as much as predicted here. But yeah, you're going to be seeing where we do actually have more to the north, well below freezing temperatures. Areas like Columbus, Frankfurt, as well as areas like Cincinnati, you're going to be seeing some nice amount of snow there. It's going to be a really close call for Nashville. The GFS takes that snow developing just east of Nashville and other general areas in central Tennessee, but going to be a different case. Going to start seeing some decent heavy snow getting to northern Georgia, so there is still a chance that we could see another change more southward, because temperatures are still decreasing. For my area, for example, the high went from like 57 early this morning to now 51 now. So even though it's not showing 1 to 3 inches anymore, it's still, the temperature is still going down, and so are the lows. It went from, I believe, 29 earlier today to, I think, it's at 25 last time I checked right before the video. So there is maybe still a chance that we could see some snow in these areas that was forecasted earlier this morning at Atlanta, Huntsville, Gainesville, areas maybe in upstate South Carolina. You guys may get surprised. We'll see. Temperatures are still decreasing, so maybe there's a chance we can see more snow, if any snow at all. So really, it's still 3 days out. Really unpredictable at this point. So again, if you're not getting snow forecast, things can change depending where you are. And if you are getting snow forecast in your area, things can also change. It's going to be really a big nail biter for some of these areas here, but definitely going to be see a guaranteed white Christmas for areas like Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Charleston, West Virginia, areas as well up to areas near Johnson City and Gallenberg, Tennessee. You guys are looking at a guaranteed for heavy snow there, as you guys will be well below freezing temperatures. And then that's when the coldest air went straight into now Christmas Eve evening around midnight as well, getting to early Christmas morning. That coldest air will start to enter the southeast here. So that cold air is just going to come in really just way too, or just a tad too late. So it's really close call, because that cold air is just going to come in just hours after that low pressure moves. So it's going to be very close call. So again, if timing is off, they could lead to more snow, or it could lead to less snow. So it's really just a nail biter for some people. But as that low pressure goes up the east coast there in Virginia, it's going to help bring in a lot of that snow. That got hit pretty hard by gales, such as central Pennsylvania or much of Pennsylvania, New York, as well all the way down to Virginia. Going to be seeing a white Christmas in the morning for areas like potentially for Richmond, Washington, D.C., areas maybe as well near Philadelphia may see a white Christmas here, or at least snow falling down. But that's what we have right now here. But let's look now at what the European has forecasted for us. So here's looking now at the 12Z European here, and this is what they have right now. This is what they have so far, the 12Z. The 18Z hasn't come out. Oops, I did not mean to move that. So we're looking at a good snowfall, good snow falling down across portions of the Midwest. So that's the really big difference between the European and GFS. The European still has a monster snowstorm developing way before the GFS does. Obviously, the GFS isn't becoming significant till kind of like the GFS isn't really becoming significant till it really goes in this area right here. But the on the European gets it as severe all the way up to the beginning of this low pressure's birth. So it's really iffy here. I mean, there's like a 5-inch difference for some areas like Chicago. I mean, look at that very heavy snow on Christmas Eve morning there, as well as going to continue to bring some very heavy snow for areas like Nashville. So if the European happens where it becomes very large that early, it'll completely change the story. But if it falls to GFS, it'll also be a completely different story, which is why I think this, even though it's pretty close, I mean, Christmas is in 5 days, almost 4 days, and that means Christmas Eve is in 4 days, almost 3 days. You think this are agreeing, but really, the closer we go, it seems like the more models are disagreeing here. So a lot, and I mean a lot, can change in these next 4 days here, close to 3 days. But very heavy snow is in the European for like Indianapolis, Louisville. And it's going to help bring that really heavy rain for areas just to the east and south where that cold air hasn't really arrived yet. But of course, they get that snow really coming down for portions of West Virginia, areas like Asheville, North Carolina, all the way to areas like Pittsburgh, Youngstown, and Erie, Pennsylvania. You guys are looking at to get really hit quite hard from this system here. And then by actual Christmas, by around Christmas afternoon, going to be seeing that snow now for areas like areas like Delaware, possibly Baltimore, Annapolis, possibly some snow there as well. Last time you guys got snow there was with Gale. So let's look now at the snowfall totals for the European here. So they really changed quite a lot. I mean, not getting a single thing for almost all of Alabama or Georgia. They're kind of really doing a GFS on us right now. They still sort of run an inch there for Chicago. I mean, that's still a big difference compared to, I guess, the GF or the European, or sorry, the GFS. Yeah, 3 to 5 inches there, or 3 to 4 inches there for Madison, Wisconsin. Same thing for Green Bay, and then the highest portion of Wisconsin can get over around 10 inches, and looking at 2 to 5 inches there for eastern Iowa, Iowa City specifically, an inch or two for Indianapolis. Looking at a trace max. Lucky for getting a trace there in Nashville, but anywhere south of Nashville is looking at only a few snow flurries or snow showers. It could accumulate to maybe half an inch, maybe less, maybe even 0.1 of an inch, but it's going to be a really close call. But again, I mean, it's because all of these areas can change really fast in the next few days, because these temperatures are going to be just so iffy, especially for Alabama, Georgia, and South Carolina. It's going to be super iffy. I mean, it's going to be well below freezing, and for Tennessee and northern Alabama, the thing is, it's just the timing of that cold air and the timing of that precipitation there. So it's really just going to be a nail biter, of course. Looking at 3 to 4 inches there near Lexington. Looking at a good amount of snow, 3 to 4 inches there for Frankfort. Looking at near a foot there for far eastern West Virginia. That's going to obviously be the most amount of snow we see from the system. Should get the 15 inches there. Charleston, 4 inches. Columbus, 3 to 4 inches. Like I did say I thought they were downplaying this for Columbus a lot. I did say 2 to 4 inches, and now they have 3 inches. So definitely going more towards my forecast than what they said earlier. So I guess I was right about one thing here, but obviously snowfall totals continue to increase there for Cleveland up to 6 inches there. It's above 3 to 5 inches for Pittsburgh, looking at around 4 to 5 inches there for State College in central Pennsylvania. And then it's going to be really a good amount of snow in other areas off Lake Erie, like Erie, Pennsylvania as well. For example, is Buffalo. Well, even though Buffalo is kind of like off Lake Huron and Lake Erie, I guess you could say that. But here to look at the GFS, they kind of are still disagreeing in some areas. Of course, they have nothing at all for Iowa, nothing at all for portions of Wisconsin or Illinois. So it's really still the really where when it starts and really how it starts is just going to be a big factor in who's going to get snow and how much. But looking at a trace to nothing at all for Nashville based on the GFS code, where Nashville is like right in that little circle. It's like right perfectly in that circle where there's nothing. So anything south of Nashville won't get anything. Snow showers, but very little to no accumulation. Same thing for Atlanta, Northern Georgia. You guys really, I got excited personally, but I just thought, it's too good to be true. 3 to 5 inches there for southeastern Kentucky. Looking at, of course, 15 inches there for eastern West Virginia. And looking at interesting, 3 to 5 inches there for D.C. That'll be interesting. They said that at first there for Gale, and obviously Gale only brought trace of those areas because above freezing temperatures. 4 inches there in southern Delaware. That's really interesting. Maybe a trace for New York City. Totals continue to increase for areas like Lancaster, 2 to 3 inches now. And really seeing the increase for areas that got really hit hard by Gale, an additional half foot near the Poconos that got hit really, really hard. Additional near a foot for Albany. So that is just not something you really want to add on to the 4 or 3 feet you guys got over there. Last but not least, we're check a look at the cold front. Of course, this is where the high pressure is right there in areas like Canada. That's where we're going to be seeing the cold dryer forming in a Christmas Eve morning. This is going to be a really close call because all this big, really big warm front here, and that's exactly why these temperatures will be struggling to get below freezing for some areas like Georgia, South Carolina, Alabama, and even portions of Tennessee on Christmas Eve night. Because this is now by Christmas Eve evening, dusk, you see those cold temperatures just arrived. So it's really going to be a nail biter. It's going to be right just late. It's going to be probably just late or just on time. So that's why there's still a chance that the snow could still accumulate in Atlanta, maybe Birmingham. It's still a possibility. It's very, very low. It's a lot lower. There's still a chance for more snow than for Nashville than expected. So I think a lot of things can change. Will it change in your favor? That's the thing, really. I mean, I really know nothing much is going to happen in my area. I will get snow showers. It's just a matter of fact, will it actually accumulate? But you do see that worse, that cold air will come in just after it moves out. Like Christmas Day will be super cold. I mean, if it came one day later, it'll be an absolute mess. But of course, that cold air is there across the whole eastern United States to support a big snowstorm for the rest of the areas. But hope you guys enjoyed the video, and bye guys.